Yeah, that's a totally fair question. And I think, you kind of have to find the happy medium of, we don't need to be perfect. It's a stressful time. There's a lot of uncertainty, a lot of unknowns, and it's natural that maybe right now when we're at home more, we're going to snack a little bit more, or, have that fun food that kind of comforts us. And I don't think people should be too fearful of that. We're human. So I don't want anyone to feel like, oh my gosh, I had those chips that I wouldn't normally have. I'm being so bad. We definitely shouldn't feel like that. But to your point, I mean, definitely we don't want to go too crazy with the grazing all day, because it can add up, and could put us kind of, set us back a little bit in terms of maybe goals we have around body composition, around fitness goals and things like that. So what I have really encouraged our athletes to do is try to stick with a routine. We've been talking about that almost nonstop, it seems like, in these first couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
It's so easy, when you're at home and you don't have necessarily a reason to set your alarm, and a lot of structure. I mean, athletes' lives just tend to be very structured from the time we're young all the way through competitive play. So we have really encouraged our athletes to try to stick to a schedule. Make sure you're getting your 7 to 9 hours of sleep, and think about, okay, if I'm going to go to bed, or, if I need to wake up at 8, when does that mean I need to go to bed? Start there, and then kind of map out your day. Doesn't mean it has to be rigid, but, stick to a schedule, get up in the morning, take a shower, put on real clothes. Let's not do PJs all day, every day. And from there, find your time to work out, whatever that means for you right now, whether it's going on a run, whether it's doing yoga or body weight exercises. Figure out when you're going to do your classes, because most of our athletes are still in online classes of some variety. And then around that, there should be meal times, just like normal. So make sure you work in breakfast, lunch, dinner, and there's probably going to be a couple snacks, and that's perfect. So I think the schedule piece of that makes a big impact. And then from there, if people are still struggling with having some of those items around, I mean, some kind of simple tricks you could try would be, if you do want to have the snack, portion some out, pour whatever portion in a bowl and put the bag away, put it up, versus kind of the mindless just snacking out of the bag or out of the box that promotes maybe not paying attention to how much we're eating. And then kind of similar to that would just be, if you're going to have a snack or a meal, whatever it is, sit down and have the meal or snack and kind of make that the focus of that activity, versus, like I said, sitting down the box next to your computer or while you're watching the movie or whatever. And that's when we tend to just kind of graze and not really pay attention, that mindless eating. So if people can be kind of mindful around it, I think that can make a big difference.